The Eagles Are Back by Jean Craighead George. Years ago, a boy climbed to an eagle nest in an old tree by a remote lake. The nest belonged to a pair of bald eagles he had named Uncle Sam and First Lady. He had not seen them here for a while. His friend, the ranger, had said the bald eagles were vanishing from the earth, and he was worried. The boy reached the eyrie, a 6-foot platform of sticks and limbs that was the eagle's nest. 2 smashed eggs lay at his feet. The boy knew that the majestic bald eagle was the national bird of the United States. The founding fathers chose the eagle because of its power and beauty. There were 500,000 bald eagles when the Puritans landed. There was another reason bald eagles were the national bird. They help the little creatures. With their strong beaks, they tear open the leather-skinned salmon and the other game that the foxes and crows cannot. They eat some, fly away, and a cycle begins. The crows drop bits of food, and the turtles get it. The turtles drop pieces to the salamanders, who drop bits to the crayfish, who scatter the food to the fairy shrimp and tiny copepods. A nation of small animal citizens is sustained by the magnificent bald eagle. Bald eagles were now scarce in the United States. They were down to about 450 pairs when the boy picked up the eggshells and climbed down the tree. Why? Cities had taken over land where eagles soared. Hunters had slaughtered them, but mainly the pesticide DDT had done them in. It came up the food chain from the copepods to the insects, to the fish-eating eagles. The DDT softened their eggs' shells so that they broke when the eagles sat on the eggs to incubate them. Bird lovers discovered that the eagles were becoming scarce, and scientists discovered the deadly effects of DDT. Congress banned its use. The boy was sad because he had watched Uncle Sam and First Lady raise eaglets every year for as long as he could remember. The shore and woods had danced with the humble wildlife that were fed by the mighty eagles. Now all were eerily silent. Suddenly, Uncle Sam plummeted from 1,000 feet above and caught a fish. "There you are," the boy cheered. "Hooray, you old sharp eyes, you're back." The boy was on his way home when he met his friend, the ranger. The ranger showed him a precious eagle egg he was carrying. A ranger in Alaska had sent it to him. It was part of a many-faceted campaign to save the eagle. "This is the only pair I know about," the ranger said, "so I'm hoping Uncle Sam and First Lady will adopt this egg. Sometimes eagles do, but I can't watch this pair because I have to go to another park for a while." "I can watch," the boy said. "Uncle Sam and First Lady are my friends. Once we caught fish together." "Things are changing for the better for the eagles," the ranger said. "It is illegal to shoot them. DDT has been banned by Congress. Scientists are trying every trick they know to bring the eagle back. I am trying with this egg. I hope Uncle Sam and First Lady will help me." "So do I," said the boy. The ranger thanked the boy for volunteering to watch the nest for him and climbed up the old tree. High on the eyrie, he placed the egg in the stick-filled nest. "Good luck, egg," he said, and returned to the boy. "If Uncle Sam and First Lady do not come back in 4 days," he said, "your duties are over. They will never be back." The next day at dawn, the boy ran back to the old tree. He whistled for the eagles. They did not answer. The boy returned the second day and whistled for the regal birds. They did not appear. On the third day, the boy called their names from dawn to dusk. They did not answer. The setting sun had reached the horizon, and the trees were bending in the wind, when suddenly, out of the sky came Uncle Sam and First Lady. They alighted on the nest and stared at the egg. "Please, please," called the boy, "sit down and incubate." First Lady cried softly. She shook out her feathers and lifted them as if to brood the egg. Then she flew away. Uncle Sam called to her, but she disappeared in the clouds. He walked to the egg and looked at it. The sun disappeared. The wind blew cold. Uncle Sam ruffled his feathers and sat down on the egg. Just before darkness, First Lady returned. Uncle Sam lifted his 6-foot wings and was airborne. First Lady sat down in his place. They had adopted the egg. The boy went home whistling and grinning. "I will tell the ranger," he said. 28 days later, the egg from Alaska hatched. The eaglet was wobbly and thin. The boy avidly caught fish and threw them to Uncle Sam and First Lady. They snagged them in their talons and fed them to their adopted daughter, Alaska. Alaska, the eaglet, grew. She learned to stand up and flap her wings. One day the ranger returned. He cheered to see the eaglet. "Alaska is ready to fly," said the boy. "Not yet," said the ranger. "The books say she's not quite ready." Then a wind gusted under Alaska's wings and lifted her off the eyrie. She flapped her wings and was flying. Uncle Sam and First Lady dropped out of the sky and flew with her. 3 bald eagles soared in the thermal winds. Many years later, a man and his son were walking a trail high above the Hudson River. The man looked down on the waterway and shouted, "Johnny, the eagles are back!" He grinned as he pointed to about 30 bald eagles around them. They were soaring over the water, the boats, the river shores, and the trees. "That's neat," said his son. "I read all about the return of the eagles on the internet. And you know what?" he said. "A boy about my age is supposed to have helped bring the eagles back from extinction. That boy caught fish and tossed them to a pair of eagles who fed them to their adopted eaglet and raised her to adulthood. Great legend." "That is not a legend," said the man. "I am that boy. The eagles are back."